everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Okay, so this is just a bit of an impromptu session really, so I've not set the webcam up, I've just basically just pressed record and off I go. It's like 10:15 at night and I thought, you know what, I just fancy about a 45-minute, hour-long session of this just before I finish off for the day. So here I am, just giving you a quick one. Which will probably end up being a long one, knowing me anyway, won't it? Anyway, since the last session, I've been back to the old apartment. I've sold some stuff, bought a praxis kit. As you can see, we now have a full energy bar on the org front. I also put a point into reducing the cost of that as well. And did I put another point in something else? No, just the two, because we had three. So we've got one spare. We're going to save that and bank that, because the very next org that I'm going to get is remote hacking. Now, I did say I was going to wait until after I got all what I wanted here before I start getting the new ones, but I want this one. The ability to remotely hack from a distance, which would be quite nice and fun. And in fitting with the theme that I'm taking in relation to having all hidden areas unlocked to be at the earliest opportunity, and being able to unlock things from a distance is quite handy. So we're gonna give that a bit of a whirl with our next praxis point. Going forward, there's a few more points I want to put into things here. Maybe about another 8 to 10 praxis points should cover all the original logs for me to be pretty much happy. So we're getting there. And oh yeah, I've also used some of my crafting parts. We had over 1,000, so I thought I might as well start spending it. So I've upgraded my pistol. I've unlocked burst fire for this limited edition Mary Sue of ours. So yes, we've got the burst fire now. We've increased the damage output. We've increased the ammo capacity and the rate of fire. Still more upgrades can be done. By the time we've finished, this will be a gun that is not to be trifled with. And we have upgraded the stun gun as well. We have just slightly increased the ammo capacity from 5 to 8. Why not? That has prompted me to look at our stun gun ammo, and we are running a little bit on the low-ish side. 35, still not too bad, but we might need to start punching a few people in the head rather than stunning them with the gun. We'll have to play it by ear. See what mood we're in.
Make the best of it, he says. What a joke.
You alright, Marcy?
Adam, I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
Oh, nice.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Davney district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
Oh. Should we do that now? I feel like we should do that now. I'm here now. Oh, but we're going to go and speak with the psychologist. We're not speaking with him. We're not speaking with Miller, are we? We're speaking with the psychologist and reporting back. Do you know what? No, let's do this first. Interesting. We're going to go listen to that. Right, now that we're here, we didn't quite explore this place as fully as I would have liked when we first arrived. So we're going to do that now. Bing bong! Welcome to work, Mr. Jensen. Okay, so yes, we are going to spend a little bit of time before we start checking in with people having a bit more of a nosy, because, hiya!
Hey, Adam.
Not a problem. You don't mind if I come in, do you? Of course she doesn't, you see. We're on speaking terms. Okay. So, for instance, weapon cabinets, mine templates. These are all to be utilised by agents in the field, of course. It's not an issue. This is just us simply making sure that we are well equipped for the missions that we are going on. Now, she is quite close to us, but have a quick nosy. Feels wrong, doesn't it, when she stood right there? We won't do that. But we will take a look in the safe.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
You like the sound of that? Gas grenade, frag grenade, and EMP grenades. Fantastico. Level 5. The green is there. Right, well, we've got a bit of time on our hands here, so we might try and get the
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I was going to try and get the data store, but obviously we failed. But what we haven't failed to do is open this lock. Ah, fantastic. Sniper rifle, regular ammo, combat rifle ammo, grenade launcher, grass grenades. We'll keep them in there for now. But the sniper rifle, don't mind me. Stun gun, take the ammunition. Perfect. Sorry that I've cleaned you out, but, you know, I've got important stuff to do. So this is going to be eventually put away in our apartment. We don't want it just yet, but we're going to take it around with us for the time being. Similarly, that ammunition can go as well. Already feeling better. Right, she did say to talk to her last time we spoke to her.
What happened at the train station? The police scanner said an augmented terrorist had returned and was attacking investigators. Smiley told me he asked you to get him something from the blast site. Was that you? Why did you attack the police?
Did we attack the police? I think we did, didn't we? Oh, I'm looking at the camera because I think it's on. I think we did, yeah. I think we did attack the police. It was in self-defense, obviously.
They threatened Smiley, Arya. Then they shot at me on sight after taking over a crime scene that was under our jurisdiction. We need that evidence so we can take these people down.
We do, but at what cost?
I did what I had to do. Could have been worse.
I guess. Miller didn't seem to be having a good day either. He stormed out of here after having a little chat with the new psychologist. Are they getting you to talk to her too?
Yeah, that's partly why I'm here. Have you spoken to her yet?
No. As if I don't have enough to worry about, now I have another person to convince that my stress levels shouldn't keep me off the field. I'm ready for active duty.
You'll get there, Arya. Keep at it.
Always. Stress levels won't stop me forever.
Good. You were saying Miller ran out of here after he heard about what happened at the train station. Any idea where he went?
He didn't say. He just ran past, didn't even look at me.
State police want to talk to him?
I don't know. He's under a lot of stress right now. And I don't think all of it's coming from work. He never talks about his personal life, but he used to stop and talk to me on his way out of the office. Hasn't done that in a while. Hope he's okay.
I think what had happened was he heard that somebody had burgled his house, and so he was rushing there. I wonder what that could have been.
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropozyne. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know, but Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
Don't give up, Arya. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
I should get back to it.
Okay, Adam. Stay safe out there.
Always.
Always. Okay, poor Arya. But you'll get there, love. Just keep persevering. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start again, like we did last time. working around the ground floor and then the upper floor, but this time going into areas that we didn't go into the first time. Because now that we've been, now that we've done a mission or two, we're quite happy to just have a bit more of a snoop. Security with nobody in the office. Somehow I feel security is lacking. Alright, this is the cells. Oh dear. Looks like we have a prisoner on our hands, and here it looks like we have empty cells. Ooh. Why do I get a feeling I'm going to be clapped in one of these before the end of the game? Security Council. Yeah. It takes me back to my very first experience of a video game where you were clapped in irons and sort of in a cell for the very first time. I think it might have been Metal Gear Solid 1. You ended up in the cell, and one of the ways to get out was to utilise a ketchup sachet or something, and you used to make it look like it was bleeding. Such fond memories. Infirmary, right. Don't know if we came in here the first time around. Well, we're certainly coming in here now.
Somewhere in this city, there's a mob-owned casino in the sewer. Now I've heard everything.
Don't know, did we come in here? Maybe we came in here but just didn't use the laptop. We're using it now, though. Oh yes, we're using it now.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Dr. Jen Phillips, new psychologist from Miller. Creating POI profiles and assisting in hostage negotiation. Show her around when she arrives. Right. Here we have storage room.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
It's close. Okay, forget the data store. Let's just go straight for the money.
Detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Ooh, thought something had triggered like a security alert there. It was just the lies coming on in a rather dramatic fashion. Okay, buy or sell, that's good. Still the same old papers. Painkillers, hypo-stim, and of course, a safe. It might be just easy to go for the red.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
Neuroposine times 3, which takes us to a grand total of 7 neuroposines at 1,000 a pop. We sold one to the merchant in our apartments, but I think we can sell a couple more now. Okay, so meeting Vega in the Limb Clinic, and we've got one of those Square Enix things. The app for this to scan these is no longer available, but they are available to watch these on YouTube now, apparently. I think we've got everything from here. Marvellous. Let's continue on.
Are you kidding? Whoever's doing it is spying on us.
Forensics. We did come in here. Oh, he's actually in. Is this? Oh, is it Smiley? This is Smiley, isn't it? Yeah. Did we actually check out in here? Sorry, Smiley. I mean, I saved your ass, so you owe me, right? Of course you do. Not bothered about that. Ebook. The Long Meanwhile by Daniel Fletcher. Oh, he's Daniel Fletcher. Oh. He can't see me, can he? Nah. Unlike, what's the face? Or Zen. Not all Zen.
Anomaly detected.
Aria,
Trace
who
program
I quite
initiated.
like. I'm not too fussed about this guy. If he gets a bit offended because I've snooped in his emails, so be it. Lunch. Smiley from Sonia. Yes, of course I'm free. Oh. English lessons, you say? Ooh, he's being threatened by somebody called Debbie. Something about a rumour. The Long that's his ebook that he's written. We appreciate your submission of your mystery novella entitled The Long Meanwhile. While the prose style was interesting, if brusque, we found the content a little out of our comfort zone as a company, and frankly we find some of the situations to be not even remotely plausible. We must decline to go any further at this time. Ah, struggling to get your ebook published? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, Delara or Zen. Isn't that the psychiatrist's name? Or Zen? Interesting. Anyway, the reason why I'm here is for the safe.
Anomaly detected.
Oh boy.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Woo. Crafting parts and a breach software. Oh, more I need to Google what breach software does properly because we got a reward last time. I have not got a clue what we got, unless it was extra credits or something. Right, speak with Smiley.
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
It's like you said. They shot first, so I took care of it.
Oh, okay. Good. They had it coming.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data, and I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
You do that.
Take it easy.
Yeah, you're seeing Sonia for lunch, mate. Okay, don't try and pull the wool over my eyes. Yeah, they're going on like we killed the police. We didn't kill them, we stunned them. They're alive, they're just a bit, you know, shooken up. That's about it. Oh, 2 praxis. Don't cough in my face. Bloody hellfire. Here we go, my friends. We have 2 praxis points, which means it's time to unlock one of the new orgs. It's remote hacking, which allows us to locate and hack environmental smart objects. Yeah. Stable, unstable system, This is unstable. We need to disable one. We need to disable one. We'll disable that one. How to disable that one? Yes. Very good. And then we're now stable again. Marvellous. So we now have access to remote hacking, which I believe is a passive one. Is it? Maybe. You don't have to hotkey it. I don't think. What are you doing? What's wrong with these people? They get up in your face, they cough on you, they breathe on you. Do they not know about such hygiene things as keeping your flipping distance? No, I think we are fine. It's just you find a thing that you can hack, and I'm sure a tooltip will appear and you off you go. Right, this is a psychiatrist. We are not seeing her just yet. Thank you very much. Don't mind me.
These are the chances you need.
Don't mind me. IT support. Right, when we were here last time, this door gave us a bit of an issue, but we couldn't get this computer accessed, which we can now because he's not standing right next to it. So I'm thinking maybe this might be what we need to access.
Initiate. Access denied.
Okay. This didn't set off any alarms. That's all we can say about that, isn't it? That little issue that we've just caused.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Good. A bit more smoothly. Ooh. NSN key card. Ah, so this is an alternative way into the NSN that we hacking software that we could have utilised when we were trying to put that whisper chip in.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
That didn't go well, did it? Let's try again.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Jesus. Is it worth trying one more time here? It's always worth trying. Oh, three more times. We're fine, we're fine. It's only a 15% chance.
Anomaly detected.
Are you kidding me?
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Better. Oh, passwords for all computers. Handy. Look at that. Just absolutely pelting. Somebody just pelting it down the stairs. God, if she'd have fallen. Right, cybercrime. This is where Chang is. We'll have a quick chat with Chang. Ah, so there you go. Look, straight away. Television. We can turn television on or off with our remote hacking if we want. Ah, look at that. Almost feel like we should do it just to see it in action, but I'll save it for something that's more useful. You can't. Yeah, you can't remotely hack computers. Vincent Black.
Thanks for taking care of those conspiracy nuts, Jensen. Man, the thought of someone knowing where we are. I'm supposed to be digging into this Janus hacking collective, but I can't do that if I keep looking over my shoulder, waiting for the next bomb to go off.
Any progress on Janus?
Why? What have you heard?
Don't get jumpy. Just curious.
Janus has officially hacked into my sleep. I wake up trying to figure out who's tracking who. Sometimes I think I'm this close, and then nothing. But I am starting to learn one thing.
And what's that?
The less I talk about how it's going, the better it seems to be going.
God, he's the right little jumpy thing, isn't he?
How did you get started here exactly?
Miller came to me in prison. Helping him set up a cybercrimes unit was my way out.
That's a pretty good deal.
Sure, if you're looking to exchange one set of impenetrable walls for another. At least in prison, I didn't owe anyone anything. Here, I don't know. They do a good job of reminding me that I have a lot to be grateful for.
You saying they hired you because they knew you wouldn't ask questions?
No. Maybe. Look, I do ask questions. A lot of questions. Just not always out loud.
In prison, eh? I mean, you get an idea of the kind of people that are in prisons, and you look at that guy, and he wouldn't be top of your list, would he?
You were brought in specifically to track down Janus. You ever worked with them in the past?
I'm not one for collective ideals. Chang looks out for Chang. Sometimes our routes ran parallel, ships in the night kind of deal.
Is the collective as big a threat as people say?
People like to romanticize these kinds of hacktivist organizations.
But you don't see it that way.
They're anonymous, powerful, and convinced they have a stranglehold on what's right and wrong. In my opinion, that makes them very dangerous.
Indeed.
Get some sleep, Chang.
Get some sleep.
You sound like you can use it.
Definitely. My God, man. Gonna have a bloody panic attack, isn't he, at some point? He's gonna be tipped over the edge. Right, Mr. Black's office. Is he stood? Oh, he's present. Which is not ideal. Because this is where the bloody silencer is, the silencer mod. Who is this guy?
We never got an official okay from the Indonesians, so... There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night.
Ah, so he's head of the cyber security.
The last team walked straight
Right.
into an ambush.
I mean, I could probably hack that in plain sight and he wouldn't say anything, really. It just feels a bit silly to do it when he's right there. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. We do need that silencer mod because it will enable us to fire our pistol silently, which is useful when you're firing it at cameras with the EMP rounds. I won't be using it to kill people because we're going non-lethal, of course, but certainly for taking down security cameras. Miller's office? I mean, should we be caught snooping in Miller's office? Really? I'm not going to use his computer, but I mean, look at an e-book. Hacks of Aggression. Modern Business Review. His safe is already open. I'll take a few crafting parts, why not? Yeah, looking at the boss's computer. It's one thing doing it in his house, but it's another thing doing it in his office. Okay, let's not push the boundaries here, my friends. The NSN. We've been in there. Okay, so we've got everything that I expected to collect, so apart from the talents, unfortunately, but never mind. Right, onwards to the psychiatrist. Oh, this will be fun. Right, let's shut this door.
Adam, I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask, are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system in patients with neuroprosthetics.
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries Security Division. David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
Turn the tables. Yeah, we ain't taking too kindly to this kind of interrogation, I'm afraid.
Are you asking me or telling me?
Which would you prefer? Not everyone's as familiar with U.S. history as you Americans would like to believe, you know.
Where are you from, Doc?
We're discussing your file, remember? So, it was David Seraph who had you augmented after anti-Aug extremists attacked the company?
Cut to the chase.
I may not have chosen to be augmented, Doctor, but I'm alive today because of it.
And living in a world where people fear and hate the augmented. You know in the eyes of society you've become the enemy, Adam. Which actually leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel?
How am I gonna feel? Nope, I like that one.
This isn't about Augs versus naturals, Delara. This is about terrorism. And in my book, there's no excuse for the taking of innocent lives, no matter the reason.
So if Talus Wrecker ordered his people to do this, then...
It's my job to bring him in, not to judge whether he's guilty or innocent.
Well, look, I think it's safe to say that you have all your faculties about you. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Oh, how kind of you.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
Well, that went marvellous. Flipping psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever the flipping hell she is. Right. We are meeting Vega in the limb clinic. Oh yes, we are. Oh, that's what I was going to do that. Keep forgetting. So what is this? Why have we got a bloody tutorial? Oh, well, the overclocking system. Right, yep, to the limb clinic then. So yeah, I forgot. I keep meaning to check the Janus Collective thingy-mabobs. Not Janus, what are they called? What am I looking for here? Quest items. Quest thingy-mabobsies. Quest... Is it here? What am I looking for? Remind me. Story items, there you go. Yeah, the JC. Yeah, the Janus Collective. Juggernaut Collective, sorry, yes. JC. Looking for these secret little locations. There's one. Oh, do you know what? I think we might have already found one of them. There's one in the corner that where the... I know where that is. That's right near where the... You can't see because can I do it like this? There you go. You can see now. This one here. That was the. There were some garages there. I remember looting them. This is the bank. So there's something down here too. So we're in that vicinity. So we might just take a quick nosy. Very quick nosy. Just to see.
Didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
I'm coming!
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
We've got to keep up appearances and all that, you know. Got to check in with the TF-29 every so often.
What's wrong with him?
Me? Not a damn thing, love. Not a damn thing. Right, so if you bring up our map. So yeah, that map was pointing up here. And it was pointing somewhere down here. Let's just have a quick gander. See if we can maybe find the sign. I keep forgetting to loot vehicles. You see? Look at that.
Got problems already.
Oops, a daisy. So yeah, up here. Somewhere up here. Now I don't. Is it? I think it could well just be these things here that it was pointing to, because we've gone into them now. You see, unless it's something that's maybe behind. If we go to the story items again, so it's just. You don't know which ones are which, do you? Oh, there, look, one's at Auto Dilly. That's the... I remember where that was. That's where we put that bin to try and get to the ladder to put the message out. On the wall by an arch. Is this an arch? Yeah, on the wall by an arch. Here? How odd. That's an arch, isn't it? Awning. What about if we move this awning? Would that give us a way in to that building? Strange. Okay, so we're up. Why? Okay, where is this taking me? Oh, there, look! Apartment. Ooh, is this what it was pointing me towards? Could be. Could be, you know. Eliza, I'm sick of listening to your claptrap. Shut your face. Ooh, well, I think this might have been I think this might have been where they were sending us, because we've got loads of strange sticky notes and things. I think this could be it. Palisade Bank Lobby plans. You're planning a bloody bank robbery? You may be too late, my friends. I've already cleaned them out. Do you mind getting out of my way? I'm trying to loot this place. Julian Bartek.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
There's a stopworm there to prevent myself from having to redo it. Right, okay, forget it. I'm from Mike Wexley to Julian Bartek. Oh, of course, this is the guy that was sacked from the bank. So this is one of the security guards, apparently. Something to do with the parking garage. It seems he's trying to claim wrongful dismissal, but it's not looking good for him. Sounds like he may have been a scapegoat, you know, for something here. Right, so there's one thing that I've taken away from this, and that is something to do with the parking lot. We haven't been in there yet. I may wish to go in there now. Not, as in, not right this instant, because I'm going to go and speak with what's-her-face, but... so I'm assuming that this picture is of... That's probably the CEO. What was she called? Can't remember. Her with the damn fancy pants model that took ages for me to flipping solve. Right, off we go. Woohoo! How cool was that? I don't think that's a Janus Collective thing, though. Personally, never mind. I'll do some research. We are right next to the parking lot, though. Oh, come on! I can't resist. What is in this parking lot? They would put this here for a reason.
Might have something. Leaving post.
Hello. Can we disable? Oh, we need the security version, don't we? To disable security. Yeah, we need the security one. But we can get actually by the side of that now. So I'm gonna quick save this. I'm just gonna have a quick play.
Excuse me, sir. You're not authorized to access this area.
Oh, sorry. He's forgotten I'm here. He's got amnesia. He's got amnesia now, you see. Oh, did I just see somebody? Turn off the fan. Okay. See that? See how handy that this bloody org that I've just got is? How many times have we used it already? And this could be the most handy use of it yet. Where are we going? I have not got a clue. But we're about to find out. Oh ho ho ho! Are we going to maybe find our way into corporate vaults, perhaps? Maybe. Possibly. Ooh, that looks like it's guarding something juicy. Right, how many greens are there? There's 2 greens, and can we get to the red? No, we can't, which means we have to get to both greens. This is very tough. Very tough indeed is this one. Where are we? Oh, right, okay, we're here.
Anomaly detected.
It could be alright.
Trace program initiated.
Come on. Come on. Come on, there you go.
Access granted.
Nice. I don't really think we have to put any more points into hacking. I think as it is at 522, I think that's actually quite adequate to hack the level 5s. Right. I have no clue what we're doing, where we're going. Oh, this looks very complicated, very complex. Where on earth are we going? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Where are we going? What are we doing? Right. So I just got to go one more way.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access Access granted.
Turn off the laser. No? We can just meld through it, can't we? Right, this is complicated, and it looks like there might be a floaty thing, a drone. We could just jump right down. Oh shoot! So obviously, we're getting to the ground floor, aren't we? That's the gist, isn't it? Ground floor. Right, we're on the ground floor. Anything of note here? Any ventilation shafts? Hang on, hang on. Hang just on a second. I spy something with my little eye. Oh, what's this?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Piker's Vault. Deploy. Oh! I need a key card. Oh my god, we're so close. No! Piker's Vault. Deployed. We need a Piker's Vault keycard. Oh, who's gonna have that? Oh no! Is there a way in? So the top? I don't think so. Oh, we're so close. We were so close. My god. So this is the Piker's Vault. Yeah, this is the Piker's Vault. Need a Piker's Vault keycard. We also know the elevator inside the bank is the VersaLife Vault, possibly, because you need a VersaLife keycard. So, right, okay, it's worth knowing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video here, and I'm going to fast forward to when I eventually get to what's it called? The limb clinic. Stand by. Okay, so before I got to my location, I just realised that this was one of the areas where the Janus Collective, you know, paraphernalia was pointing to. I found the sign. I found the sign, but there's nothing here. I thought maybe those locations might have been little hidden hidey holes, you know, where there's a cache of goods or something. It's just a sign on a bench. Nothing else nearby to suggest that there's any hidden goodies here. Oh well. Onwards. And there's another one. Look, remember I said that where I put the bin and jumped up? Indeed. There it is. Again, no obvious sign of any kind of loot and plunder.
That's it. Get out.
Can't believe we got stuck down here.
Switch off the throat.
Well, at least we could open it, we didn't have to hack it, otherwise that might have caused a problem. Master Felonist. Me? A felon? What gave you that idea? Was it the, I don't know, the burglary, the bank robberies, the occasional assaults?
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city.
It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me. Even got the scars to prove it.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
Well, they got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its AUG problem.
Didn't realize the entire collective was pro-AUG.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Versalife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because ARC don't operate in North America.
They're setting up ARC, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
Yeah, I don't think this is Miller's doing, to be fair.
Sounds to me like Miller's following orders. It also sounds like he's not happy about it.
Alright, whatever. Maybe he's just a stooge. You can't say the same about the man he's talking to.
His boss, Joseph Manderley.
Director of TF-29 operations worldwide. The only person at Interpol higher than him is the General Secretariat.
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about Versalife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. Versalife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? Versalife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with ARC? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Are we going to get a call from somebody?
No. We still going to Golem City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
Ah, praxis point. And we are ready to rendezvous with Mr. Miller. There's got to be something in here worth taking though, right? Some, yeah, there you go. Some leftovers from a bygone era. God, what a tip. What a tip. It's the damn pits. Right, is this a new paper? No, the same old. Oh, medical box. Painkillers. Okay, I don't think there's anything else down here worth our time. Yeah, there you go. So we are done for now. In the next session, we shall head to Rendezvous with Miller, and then we apparently are off to Gollum City. The question is, my friends, the question is, do we do that right now, as in straight away in the next session, or, I don't know, do we perhaps now take the opportunity that we're here to have a bit of a look around this half of the city? I'll make a decision on that next time. Until then, see you soon.
Too late already.